What's up, bitches? So today I want to talk about sovereign citizens. Now, who are the sovereign citizens? These are like people who basically think that they can just declare themselves to not be a part of like the government and shit, and they can do whatever they want. They obviously haven't studied their Thomas Hobbes. So they think they can do whatever they want, and that somehow by deciding that they aren't citizens of the United States or whatever, that reality is just going to work that way, And, there's like a lot of people, like freaking trans people and whatever, you can just have a delusion and that somehow this is reality. But like all delusions, when reality comes knocking, it's usually not too pretty. Let's take a look.
How you doing?
I'm good, officer. How are you?
Good. Need to see your license and insurance, please.
Can I get your name and badge number for the record,
It's
please?
Lieutenant Cochran with the Powder Springs Police Department.
First name, Lieutenant?
Lieutenant Cochran.
What's your first name, Lieutenant?
It's irrelevant. I need to see your license and proof of insurance.
If your name is irrelevant, so is mine, officer.
Sir, I need to see your license and proof of insurance.
Are you conducting an investigation?
Yes, sir, I am. I have you for speeding, 72 and a 55.
Is
I need to see your driver's license.
Is speeding a crime?
Yes, it is. I need to see your...
All right, so first of all, like there's this whole thing going on in the United States right now of like being anti-cops and like not liking cops, and this is just fucking stupid as hell. Like, I know there's been a few cases, like there's been a whole bunch of bullshit going on with cops lately, and yeah, I know there's been like a few cases where police didn't behave as they should, but most cops, they're just fucking doing their job. They're just fucking doing their job like anybody else. And, if somebody's kicking your fucking door down and trying to rob your ass, I bet you're going to fucking call the cops, right? So we'll get to that in a minute. But second of all, I like how this guy, he's trying to be like all fucking legal, like he's an expert or something. And then he asks the cop, is speeding a crime? Like, motherfucker, are you that dumb? Like, yeah, there's a sign that says this is the speed limit. And if you break the speed limit, you just fucking committed a crime. Like, it's called a speeding law. So, anyway.
License and proof of insurance, sir.
Can you prove that I'm driving?
Sir, I need to see...
This motherfucker just said, can you prove that I'm driving? Like, this guy thinks he's being real fucking clever. That's the thing with these stupid ass fucking leftist retards. He thinks he's being real fucking clever. Can you prove that I'm driving? The motherfucker just saw you driving. He pulled you over. What the hell do you mean? Can you prove that he's driving? He's not driving right now. Obviously, he's talking to you. Like, do you even fucking logic, bro? Do you even fucking logic? This is what happens when everybody gets a fucking trophy. This is what happens when everybody gets an A and a fucking prize. Now, everybody with a fucking internet connection thinks they're goddamn Murphy Brown or some shit. I don't know. Matlock. You remember Matlock? Yeah, they all think they're fucking Matlock. They're gonna get fucking smart with the cops. But this dude, he's no fucking Barney Five, alright? He ain't gonna fuck around with this shit. And I don't even know how these cops put up with this. I would not be a good cop, man. It would not work. Because the first time someone asked me, like, can you prove that I'm driving? I would just fucking bust them in their teeth. But, it'd be another cop fucking brutality story.
Your license and proof of insurance.
Am I driving?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not. I'm traveling. I am going to continue to film. And it is not a crime for me to travel without a license.
License and proof of insurance, sir.
What you may have.
I'm giving you a lawful order.
What you may have.
Obey it, or I'm going to
What you may have. What you may have is the opportunity to read. Whoa.
That dude just got fucking shreked. I like how that cop, he's so tired of fucking around with this guy. And I'm actually pretty impressed. Like most cops, you'd expect them to like get out their baton or some shit. Or I know like some cops actually have like these little mallet things to break windows with. This cop, he's just like, motherfucker, he grabs hold of the window and just breaks it out with his damn hands. Like, that's pretty fucking badass, I gotta admit. And this fucking dumbass dude driving, he's like, what, you may have, like he thinks he's just gonna make his own rules. Like, I don't even know where these people get this shit. He's like, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Motherfucker, you're not on a horse, all right? You're not riding through the desert in a camel. You're sitting in a fucking car behind a steering wheel, you know, and you just pulled over on the side of the road. That's called fucking driving. Like, I don't even know, man. Where the fuck these people come up with this stupid shit?
This is assault. This is assault. You've broken my windows. I do not consent. I do not consent. Oh, this is police brutality.
I'm fixing
Stop.
to tase
This
you.
is police brutality.
I'm fixing
I
to
haven't
tase
done
you.
anything.
I fucking love it when idiots get tased. Like, fucking, my dick gets hard when I hear this fucking tool get his fucking ass tased right in his fucking butthole. The sound of a bitch like this guy getting tased is the sound of reality. That's the sound of reality.
Brutality. I haven't done anything.
Do it again. I'm gonna tase you again.
Look, don't be a fucking idiot, all right? If the cops pull you over and tell you to get out of the car, just get out of the car, okay? You're not gonna be like, look, I'm a citizen of Fantasia and your laws don't apply to me, and then the cop's gonna say, oh, sorry, I didn't know. You can go. Like, that's not gonna happen, all right? The cop, it's only going one direction. You know, the cop tells you to get out of the car and you say no, he's going to break your window and pull you out of the car. And then if you try to fight him, you're going to get fucking tased. And if you keep being a dick, then some more cops are going to show up and hit you in the head with a club and shit. And then you're going to go to jail and your car's going to get all fucked up. All right. So, you know, just give him your license, bro. I kind of feel like this is what happens when you got like keyboard internet warriors and then like they get in the real world and they like really believe their shit, and then, you know, they think this shit works in the real world. So let's take a look at another elementary school dropout.
I come in peace.
I understand.
I have not
that.
committed any
I
crime.
smell marijuana coming from this vehicle. Okay.
I will not step out of this vehicle.
Dude just said, I come in peace. Like, does he think he's a Vulcan? Like, I'm not surprised that this cop smelled some marijuana coming out of this vehicle. I think this is some crazy ass hippie who thinks he's a Vulcan. Let me give you some important advice, bro. You're not a fucking Vulcan, okay? You don't have the death grip. You're not gonna fucking death grip fuck up the cop and shit. You're just gonna get fucked up.
You have not committed a crime. You have never seen a crime. Terry v.
I
Ohio.
have reason to believe that crime is afoot because I can smell marijuana coming from this vehicle.
I just want to add, I think it's pretty badass that the cop said crime is afoot. You know, it's kind of like he's like an old school like Sherlock Holmes. You know, he could have said like a crime is in progress, but he's not down with that new parlance. He rolls old school. So when he comes in, he's like, crime is afoot, bitches.
Do you understand that?
Do you comprehend
I
article?
have a lawful reason to get you out of the vehicle.
You do not.
Yes, open up the vehicle.
No. I would like to see your supervisor. I want to see what kind of crime. Are you violating my space? Are you kidding me? Help! 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 Help!
That dude screams like a bitch. I like how the cop just reached at the window and unlocked the door. It's just fucking, this guy's so incompetent. He's just like, yeah, let me just unlock that door for you there, bro.
Help! 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 I do not consent! I do not consent! Help! Help! I do not consent! I do not consent!
We did not.
I do not consent! I do not
I'm not
consent!
asking you for your consent.
Yes, you have to have his consent. We're
Are you
giving the consent
peaceful
to
non-competitive? I am not a resident of the state of Indiana. I am not whatever you think I am. I am not a resident of the state of Indiana.
There is so much fucking fail here. So first of all, dirty hippie confirmed. Second of all, he's saying he's not a resident of Indiana. I think he said, you know, like, you don't have to be a resident of shit. Okay, if you go somewhere and break laws, like, okay, I'm a United States citizen. If I go to fucking, I don't know, China and I start breaking laws, do you think the Chinese give a shit if I'm a Chinese citizen? Like, you could actually be a fucking man from Mars or some shit, and if you're sitting in like a gas station parking lot smoking the fucking reefer and a cop rolls up, your ass is gonna get fucking arrested. Now, we could debate whether or not marijuana should be illegal. That's not the fucking point. You know, like whether it should be. The point is, it is illegal. You're breaking the law, dude, and you're gonna fucking get fucked up for it. Second of all, they got a fucking kid in the back screaming. You can hear the kid screaming, and that shit just pisses me off because, I mean, first of all, this dude is like, they're all fucking smoking weed and like with the windows rolled up, and the kid back there is just breathing that shit in. Like, I don't care if you think it's cool to smoke weed. Hopefully you got enough fucking brains to know that it's not cool for a little bitty kid to fucking inhale marijuana fumes, man. Or cigarette fumes or anything else. That shit'll fuck kids up, man. Then you're causing this big old commotion and freaking your kid the fuck out. These people are fucking tools, dude. I hope this fucking idiot gets thrown in jail and gets his ass beat and lubed up so he can learn some respect for the way fucking things work. Alright, you are not a special snowflake. Just because you think the world should operate in a certain way does not mean that is how the world operates. Alright, there's rules, there's ways things are, and that's just the way it is. If you don't like it, if you think, marijuana should be legal, fine, try to push for legalization or whatever. People are doing that shit, in certain states, and it's happening, whatever. If you don't like how things are, there's avenues, but sitting there, sticking your fingers in your ears and saying like, la, 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 I'm not a citizen of this state or this country, your rules don't apply to me, isn't gonna fly. You're gonna get a fucking rock upside your head. I mean, metaphorically speaking, a metaphorical rock. I mean, cops don't have rocks in their toolkit. It's more like mace and handcuffs and shit. It'd be kind of cool if cops had rocks, but only for a special occasion. Like when you got those fucking bitchy protesters and they throw rocks at cops. I think cops should have rocks just for those occasions to throw rocks back. I mean, a rock for a rock. But that's just me. That's just me. You might think that's going a little far. I don't know. It's kind of like some Old Testament justice. Like a rock for a rock.
I'm going to search this vehicle.
We do not consent to any kind of search.
I didn't ask for your consent.
No.
I don't have to ask for your consent. No, you do not.
Yes, you do. And
You do not smell marijuana. I don't smell any marijuana.
Oh, it reeked of
I smell
marijuana.
No, it doesn't. We don't smell any marijuana anywhere.
I smell marijuana coming from the vehicle. Okay. He's refusing to get out of the vehicle. All right. Okay, so
I don't consent to anything. I don't know what this guy's doing. No.
you're going to assault him?
Are you assaulting me? Are you assaulting me?
You're assaulting him. We deny
Help! 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 Call the police!
Sure, we are the police.
No!
I don't know what kind of fucking weed this guy's smoking. He just said call the police. He said call the police. He's getting arrested by the fucking cops. He says call the police. And I like this cop. He's just like, he's all like low key. He's just like, sir, we are the police. And what he really wants to say is, are you that fucking stupid dude? He's just like, sir, we are the police. Like, you can't really call the police on the police. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just, it's pretty obvious to me. But, from what I'm seeing nowadays, I don't think people are too educated on, how shit works. This is what happens when you stop teaching, like, civic duty and government in schools and stuff, and you replace it with, tree hugging and My Little Pony and shit like that. I think that's what they teach in school nowadays. But it's like I said, it's funny because these bitches, they want to be all like anti-police, anti-government, but as soon as somebody grabs their ass, what's the first thing they do is call the fucking cops. Please, call the police. Let them save me. When your ass needs saved. Well, it works both ways, right? It works both ways. They're there to enforce the law when you break it too, not just when people are breaking it against you.
Help me! Help me! What crime have I committed?
We didn't
what
commit
crime
any
did you
crime.
see me commit?
Give us the ticket
Terry
with the
the
seatbelt.
Out of
Ohio.
the vehicle. You're going to get tased if you don't step
You're
out.
gonna get tased.
Here it comes, guys. Here it comes.
Step out.
Step out.
What crime have I committed?
Step
What
out.
crime have I committed?
Step out.
What crime have I committed?
Step
What
out.
crime have I committed?
Stop it!
What crime have I committed?
God!
What crime? I have been assaulted with a tase gun!
Well, that was anticlimactic. The fuck kind of tase gun is that? Is it even a tase gun? Like, I think he needs to check the batteries or some shit, because that dude is obviously a big pussy who screams if somebody touches him, and he didn't even seem to notice when he got tased. So they need to upgrade their tasers to like whatever they used on that first guy, because that first guy got fucked up.
No! Please let it
You're trying to attack my nuts! That is not proper use of that device!
Is this fucking real life? This dude. Shit. I don't know, maybe this is just so funny because I'm half drunk, but he's like, you tried to attack my nuts. That's not a proper use of the device. I mean, at least we know why it didn't hurt him, because, you know, the cop was apparently aiming for the balls, but, you know, this guy ain't got none, so that was a miss there. But who the hell gets tased in the balls and then tries to debate the legality or the proper use of a taser gun to the balls? Like, if somebody tasered my ass in the balls, dude, I'd be done. I'd be out. I'd be done.
Stop it!
Have you been trained in proper use of a taser?
I know, baby!
Watch her, Bill.
I'm not gonna do anything. I just want my child. You just please let me go. I just
No,
didn't have my
just get your
seatbelt
child
on.
out. Just go ahead and get in your car.
Call the lawyer right now.
Which one?
Why do I have to get out the car?
Good parenting skills there. All right, so I think we have time for one more of these mental midgets who thinks he's fucking Thomas Jefferson.
What's your first and last name?
I don't have a last name.
You don't have a last name?
No.
And what's your first name?
I don't have a first name either. I've got a name. My name is Robert. You can call me Robert.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a person. See, you deal here with Admiralty Maritime Jurisdiction, which deals with persons, which I am not.
What are you? Are you human?
I'm a man.
You're human?
I'm a man, yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No.
You're not a U.S. citizen.
I was not born in Washington, D.C. or any territory of the under federal jurisdiction, so no, I'm not a U.S.
Were
citizen.
you born in the United States of America and any of the states?
I was born in America. Yes, I'm a state citizen of one of the several states.
I guess this guy didn't go to school either, because there's never been a such thing as a sovereign state in the United States since, you know, the Confederacy lost the American Civil War in 1865. That pretty much settled the fucking question of whether or not states are sovereign. They're not. They're incorporated into the United States. And, you know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to give consent to be a citizen, all right? If you're born on United States, you know, soil, you're an American citizen subject to American laws. That's just the way it is. Why? Because the United States government has more guns than you do. That's the short answer. Because power. Because they own the land. All right? That's just fucking fact. Wishful thinking isn't going to change that. So you can hate the United States. You can hate whatever you want, but you're still going to be subject to the law. If you hate the United States that much, go fucking move to Canada or some shit. I don't know.
Which state?
Idaho?
Idaho. Can I see your Idaho state license?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
My person does, but I don't. And I don't wish to create joinder with you.
All right.
I'm going to go in and speak with the prosecutor. Excuse me.
Camera.
Excuse me. You're blocking my freedom of movement.
I am.
All right. Well, P. Barnes, you just admitted to me that you're violating my rights.
No, I'm not. You can't come in with the camera.
Well, you're violating my rights. And this is also freedom of the
People out
press.
from behind you.
This is also freedom of the press. I mean, I don't know what the hell law book you're reading, man, but it doesn't apply to me.
You leave the camera with your mother outside the courtroom and you can come in.
You are not God. You have no jurisdiction over me.
God's not worried about cameras, sir. I am.
All right.
That was a pretty badass land right there. I'm just saying.
Well, why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something
Against the
wrong?
rules.
Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else. Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Well, I mean, I don't have to go in because you can't even issue a warrant for me.
Might as well leave.
Well, no, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to speak with the
You
prosecutor.
can go in there without the camera.
Well, please step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using... Stop, please. I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey, you know what? You guys are really overstepping your bounds right now.
Put the cuffs on him.
Put the cuffs on.
So that pretty much covers it. You know, don't be a dumbass. Don't be a person who lives in some delusional fantasy world, and accept reality for what it is. You know, and that's the problem with a lot of people nowadays, not just with this sovereign citizen bullshit, but with a lot of things. People, you know, they get told growing up, you can be anything you want. You can do anything you want. Well, you know, that's a fucking lie. You can't. You know, I mean, you telling me some midget is going to be some NBA all-star, or that some woman's going to win the longest dick contest? I mean, I'm all for pushing the boundaries and, you know, trying to do as much as you can in life, but, you know, you got to face reality. You're not just going to fucking wake up one day and declare, hey, I'm my own country and I don't owe any allegiance to the United States, and this is going to work, because it's not going to work. You're going to get fucking stepped on, you know, and you're lucky you live in the 21st century and we're all pussified because, you know, in the good old days, you would have just got your balls chopped off. So in the words of Eminem, be smart, don't be a retard.